Hi, this is Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes, the premier executive resume writing company, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk about how to do a job search when in reality you're just so damn tired. I know this is like an odd topic, but at the same time, I speak to so many clients, prospective clients, colleagues, friends, and I just gotta say, everybody, including myself, like everybody's just so tired. But we need to change jobs. We need to take care of families. We need to, take care of ourselves. We still need to do things, right? We still need to do all the things and live and keep moving forward. But at the same time, and I know it's almost a tired topic on top of just us being tired, but what we've all gone through since March 2020, and it seems like it's, while different and better in many ways, it's still here, right? We're still living in a pandemic. And while we're, adjusting and then normalizing is at a different level, it's exhausting, right? And I know I'm not alone in that. And so, I've been asked the question often in the last few months, and I think it's just warranting a topic to be discussed here today, is how do you do a job search when you're exhausted and mentally exhausted? This isn't just something that's gonna be taken care of with a good night of sleep sometimes. So it's a great question, and for some the answer could be you need to put it on hold, right? And that is the reality. And maybe you got to just set a deadline and say, you know what, I'm going to give myself 30 days and not do it. And then I'm going to revisit it in 30 days and put the date in calendar and come back and you do it. But for some, that's not the answer, right? So if you're in that camp of you can take a break, the rest of this video may not be for you. But if you're in the camp where you still really genuinely want to do the search, you really want to have that job search done with a new job either before the end of the year or after your bonus next quarter or just as soon as you can, right? This video is for you, okay? So how do you do a job search when you want to do a job search, but you're really mentally tapped? So that's what we're gonna tackle today. So the first thing I would suggest that you do is lower your expectations regarding the activity that you think you should be doing every day. And by that, I mean, maybe you think or you read or you were told that you should be, reaching out to 50 people a week. And maybe that's just mentally mind-blowing and not going to happen, right? So boil or dial back your goals, your daily activity goals, to something that you can do. And it may change each day based on how you're feeling. Some days it may be, I'm just going to reach out to one person, and then you can check that box on the to-do list and know that you've accomplished what you set out to do that day. And here's the thing, if you end up having the mojo after that first reach out and you do another, awesome. If you don't, it's okay. And you've fulfilled what you promised yourself that day, and you can just let it go and come back to it the next day. So I would say really look at your daily activity goals and don't hesitate to dial something back if you really just don't have the mental bandwidth to do it sometimes. The second suggestion I give you is to go where the friendly is, right? And I've talked about this in the friendly topic in videos before, if you want to go back into the YouTube channel and look for it. But look for where it's going to be an easy conversation. Look for people that you used to work with and you haven't talked to in maybe 5-10 years. That would be an awesome reach out. Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. It's been years. I would love to catch up. This whole pandemic thing has made me realize I need to talk to my people more. And, hey, let's just chat, whenever you're free. And if you're not free or unable, just know that I'm thinking about you. Keep it really low maintenance, low touch. Or not low touch, low obligation, right? And at the minimum, you've just reached out to somebody. Typically, when the expectation is set low, when you're reaching out to them, then they're going to typically reach back to you because now it's easy to exceed your expectation, right? So So just, go where the friendly is, go where the easy is. Look for people who went to your college, look for people who you used to work with, look for your neighbors, look for people you used to maybe sit at a bench next to. For me, my kids are older now. The people that I sat next to in bleachers watching soccer games when they were 8, and now my kids are, 17 and 19. That's somebody I haven't talked to in 10 years. They're on LinkedIn. I can look them up and just say, hey, how's life been since we were on the soccer bleachers together? How are your kids doing? How are you hanging out? Like, just, again, it's just go where it's easy, because then it's not mentally or emotionally or even sometimes physically hard to make that connection. And then, the next suggestion I have for you is, make it fun. And I know that's such a terrible piece of advice on some level when you're already like mentally at your wit's end, because sometimes it's hard to do fun when you're tired, right? And I'm talking like minimally, like try to go out with some friends, obviously safely, given what your local area is like with pandemic numbers and things like that, but do it safely, right? But just reach out to somebody and just say, like, let's just go out to grab some coffee. Let's just go grab some lunch. Keep it low maintenance. My husband, who's been doing a lot of networking lately, he started a new business. He said to me the other day, he's like, and this is all really new to him, despite, being married to yours truly. He said, I'm going to go to these networking events and not talk about my business at all anymore. He's like, I'm just going to learn about people. I'm like, well, there you go. So do that. Don't make it about your job search. Just go say, hey, what's going on? Let's talk. Like, let's see what's going on. Be an ear for somebody. Let them be an ear for you. Like, just, keep it easy. And I think if you can do this, 3 times a week, right? Minimum, not even once a day even, but just 3 times a week even. Keep again, going back to number 1, keep your activity level manageable so you feel good about it. You're going to start building confidence in accomplishing these small goals. And more importantly, I'm telling you, things are going to come from these seemingly small interactions or friendly interactions. While I'm an advocate for reaching out to people cold and doing all that, if that's not happening today, it's okay. It's really okay. Go to where it's easy, go to where it's friendly, go to where it's going to be enjoyable. Maybe fun's too strong a word for some of you, but even enjoyable, where you can start to get back to where you were before this all came upon us in, March 2020. So I hope that helps. And if you are interested in having actual, steps, techniques, tactics to execute the search beyond what I've discussed here today, you can grab my job search bundle. I have the link in the description below. So that can also help you on top of what you do today based on what I suggested today. But honestly, if what you do today is what I suggested today, is that what you do today or this week? Bravo to you. So look forward to seeing you next week. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have any questions or you need an ear, feel free to email me at lr@chameleonresumes.com or reply below in the comment section. I read and reply to every email and comment. And stay strong. We're going to be in this together. We're still in it together, and we're going to get through it together. So take good care of yourself.